completed their sweep of the Suns last night, 131-122 win, powered by 31 points from SGA. The reigning champion now awaits the winner of the 4-5 matchup between the Lakers and Rockets. Sun star Devin Booker struggled throughout the series against Oklahoma City's just swarming defense, finishing with 24 points and a -16 plus-minus in the series clinching loss. Booker averaged 21.3 points per game on 46% shooting from the field in the first round against the Thunder. It's the first postseason of his career without a 25-point game in the series. So now that the Suns season is officially over, who needs a split more? Is it Devin Booker from the Suns or the Suns from Devin Booker, Stephen A?
I think it's Devin Booker from the Suns. I don't know how something like this is interpreted, Big Perk. Here's what I mean. To Matt Ishbia, who obviously I've been critical of in the past, that is no longer the case. I think Phoenix did a hell of a job this year. I think he did a hell of a job as the owner, hiring the coach that he hired, getting the personnel that he got, and upgrading. I love Dillon Brooks on this team. I love Dillon Brooks, period. I wish he was on the Knicks, me personally. I love the instigator that he is. He does his job. Jalen Green, upside. We know he's got talent, just sporadic. But I love what Ishbia and the Phoenix Suns are doing, and I applaud them. And I don't blame them one bit for wanting to hold on to a staple like Devin Booker. But it's time that we look at Devin Booker differently. And I'm going to look at Devin Booker, came out of Kentucky, who's once scored 70 points in a game, who's one of the elite scorers in this game. I got a lot of love for Devin Booker. Did relatively decent in the finals against Milwaukee. He's not a scrub. He can ball. And he's an all-star caliber player. 5 all-star selections in the last 7 years. 11 seasons, debuted in the NBA at 19 years of age. 2-time All-NBA selection. Regular season averages of 24.6 points, 5.3 rebounds, 4 assists rather than 4 rebounds, and has averaged at least 25 points in each of the last 8 seasons. My brother, when are you going to start winning? I mean, it's like Devin Booker, and I'm not throwing any shade. I'm just saying that his gifts, his greatness as a player, Perk, at some point in time, like you just said, we demand so much of everybody else. What about him? He gets no shade thrown in his direction. We all hear what a great guy he is. We all know what a great talent he is. And we certainly have heard about his golf game. We've heard a lot about his golf game and some of his business ventures. And he is very, very, very comfortable in Phoenix, Arizona. He is beloved out there. I don't blame him. I don't blame them. But at some point in time, I want to see a Devin Booker that's literally clamoring and starving to win. Like it hurts and it's not good. And it's this awful, sickening feeling that you could see on his face that losing does to him. I need to see that, not a player that seems content in balling out, being elite, but his team losing every year. He home in April, and it ain't no big deal. I need to see the dude where, yo, man, I want a damn championship. I need to see that draped all over his persona. And I don't see that right now. And that's why I think he's the one that needs to be looking to leave and find himself in a winning situation. And I said earlier, the Detroit Pistons, my God, could they use Devin Booker?
You know what? I think it has to be mutual, but I do think it's time for them to part ways, because at some point, if you're Matt Ishbia, you got to ask yourself, is Devin Booker a number one option, a Batman that could get me to the promised land and bring a championship to Phoenix? And I'm going to answer that for you. The answer is hell no. No. And that's not taken away from how good of a basketball player he is. But when you think about the West and you think about the Batmans in the West, he just got swept by one of them who's the best player in the league in SGA. And then you look on down, you still got Anthony Edwards, Luka Doncic, Victor Wembanyama. Those guys are in the Western Conference. I believe that Devin Booker is a certified number 2 of Robin to a Batman that a guy like Cade Cunningham that you brought up is missing, right? Cade Cunningham, Devin Booker in the backcourt, now you got smoke. Again, Stephen A., I'm looking at this, and it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And looking in this series, we just pulled up the graphic and showed he had 17 shot attempts in game 1, 14 shot attempts in game 2, 16 shot attempts in game 3, 16 shot attempts in game 4. That's not going to cut the mustard. And that's not the level of aggression that I want to see out of my number 1 option. Now, granted, I understand you're going against arguably one of the greatest defensive teams to ever do it. But we're talking about Devin Booker. S.A., it was a few years ago that you felt like Devin Booker was the second coming of Kobe Bryant. You know why they say right. Kobe Bryant had the Mamba mentality? Hell, I played against Kobe in multiple NBA finals and in the postseason. And the one thing we did know, no matter how great of a defensive team that we were, that I played against when we played against one another, he was going to get up them FGAs. Double team or not, he was going to find a way to get up field goal attempts. I didn't see that from Devin Booker, and it raised concern for me. I'm not taking away, and you're not taking away from the elite scorer he is. I just believe that he's a number 2 on the championship contender, and I do think it's that time for them to mutually part ways.
Yeah, oh, okay. Well, for one, last night, go ahead, Stephen A. Final word, go ahead.
Against the Milwaukee Bucks in the NBA Finals, we got to remember this brother averaged 28 a game, 28.2 to be exact, against Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks in the NBA Finals. We were expecting more of that, and everything fell apart. The Monty Williams, the Chris Pauls, others departed, whatever. Yeah. The point of it all is that Devin Booker had ascended, and we were talking about him looking for that Mamba mentality because he had a game that we felt sort of mirrored offensively, some of the things that we saw from Kobe with the pull-ups and the fadeaways and everything. Devin Booker can ball. He's special. But the fact is, I do think that he's the rare player that has found an ideal spot in the NBA where his off-court life is sublime. He is comfortable as hell. He loves it. You understand? From everything I've heard, I don't know him, but he loves it from everything that I've heard. What I'm saying is, Kobe loved L.A. How he felt, Big Perk, when the Lakers were losing. And I'm talking about after Shaq was gone. Shea back in the day, Kobe Bryant came on my show and said and announced to the world he would rather come on my radio show. He would rather play on Pluto than play for the Los Angeles Lakers because he was so damn disgusted with what the organization was not doing. And then they went and they pulled off that heist where they got Pau Gasol, okay? Traded Kwame Brown, got Pau Gasol, had Andrew Bynum and them, and then they went to 3 straight NBA Finals and won back-to-back titles. In other words, no matter how great Tinseltown was, no matter how beautiful the weather was and the sunshine and the palm trees, he was like, bump that. I'll go someplace else before I sit here and lose and not compete for the championships. I'm saying I'd love to see that kind of attitude from Devin Booker because the game is there. The game is there. Yeah. I just think he's real comfortable in Arizona. That's just my take on it. That's just me.
So the Suns have lost 10 straight playoff games. They're tied with the Nets for the longest postseason streak in terms of losing games. That's a problem in itself. But we're not far removed from Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant both being in a Suns uniform alongside Devin Booker. Maybe he needs a little bit of help. Booker right now is going to probably stay, though, in Phoenix. He signed a $145 million max contract extension in July. Like, he's there through 2030. Like, I don't know that there's any breakup that's going to
they can trade him.
They could trade him, but who's going to take on a max contract like that?
for Devin Booker, for the right place, they will take him because he still has the game that validates it. Devin Booker is worth every damn penny. His game is worth every penny.
Yeah.
The problem is they love him in Phoenix. The organization loves him, the community loves him, the fans love him, and he loves them back. It's too much damn love going on for a team that lost 10 straight playoff games. I mean, where the hell is the animosity? Where's the attitude?
I understand.
That's all I'm saying.
Coming up on First Take, Pat Riley knows he needs to improve the